The market sells off as expected and now sits in a state of limbo. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video we talked about the potential for the market to move up to about 4,400 and then sell off after that, and that's exactly what we saw. It moved up to 43.99 in the overnights and then sold off for most of the day on Tuesday. The sell-off started off looking like a C wave, but then got a little bit sloppy later in the afternoon, and now we kind of sit in a state of limbo, wondering if we're going to see a more direct move down to our support box or a B wave bounce first. Now I'll get into all that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so we started off strong in the sell-off. Looked like we were going to get a pretty solid C wave down toward our support box, but then late in the afternoon, the bulls jumped in and made things a bit messy. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute futures chart for the S&P 500, and we talked about the potential for this move up here to be an expanded B wave. And for that to happen, this move down had to be a C wave. And we started off strong here. We got a really strong move down and then a bounce, and then it looked like it was going to follow through into our support box. However, late in the afternoon, you got a bunch of overlap here, and the bulls kind of mucked it up a little bit. So with that, this doesn't look much like a C wave. It's starting to look a lot more like an A wave down, which would mean this is wave 1 up. Okay, so we put our wave 1 here and our A wave down, and now my expectation is for us to continue this bounce that we see here up a little bit higher in B, and then get our C wave down into our support box for wave 2. Now we would expect the B wave bounce to come up to 43.37 to 43.70, which is our 50% up to our 76.4% fibs. And if that happens, we would look for that to hold, and then a C wave down into our support box targeting 42.50 to 41.72. So our support moves up a little bit because the top of wave 1 moved up a little bit. So our numbers are slightly different than they were yesterday for support. So what we would be looking at in our primary path is a continued move up here in B towards that resistance area that I just mentioned, 43.37 up to 43.70, and then a C wave down into our support box here to complete wave 2 down. And that would be 42.50 down to 41.72. Now, can it move directly down into this support box from here? Yes, it can. We could call this 1, 2, 3, okay, with this being 4 and then 5 down into our support box. The issues I have with that, our wave through 3 came up well short of its target. This spike up went back up and broke through the pivot to the top side, which usually indicates a failed move. And we have a lot of overlap and chop in here, so it's really not a great structure for that. But just because I don't like it doesn't mean it can't happen. So it is possible that we can get a direct move down into the support box, but my primary count would be that we continue this move up here off of this low into this resistance area for B. Now, of course, if they do push it down and support cannot hold and they break through 41.72 here on the low side, okay, then it becomes much more likely we're going to make a lower low down towards that 40.29 to 4,000 region. However, this does not look impulsive off the top at all. So it doesn't look to me like this is going to be a move down to 4,000 through the support box. It looks to me like an ABC type structure that should hold support. So that's how I see it right now. Of course, things can change, but that is my primary count, that we are in A down, looking at B up, and then going to get the C wave down towards this 42.50 to 41.72 support box for wave 2. Okay, over on the NASDAQ, again, we have a very similar structure as these markets do trade very similarly, and we would count this as wave 1 up with our A wave down, looking for our B wave where our resistance would be 14.113 up to 14.226. So we would look for the bounce to hold that level for wave B and then get our C wave down into our support box down here, which is now at 13.679 down to 13.337 for the NASDAQ. So the support did change just a little bit. It moved up because the wave 1 top moved up, and we measure from there. So that's what we're looking for on the NASDAQ. Now, can it break lower down into its support box? Absolutely. But I just don't like the structure, and I don't see that as our most probable move right now, which is why I have our ABC set up in place. Now, again, if they break 13.337 to the low side, okay, then it becomes much more likely we're going to challenge this low and make new lows on the NASDAQ as well. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, as well as my buy and sell alerts, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. Okay, head on over there and check out our membership plans area. We have 2 great membership plans that both come with a 7-day free trial, so it's no risk to you. Come in and try it out for a week. Make sure it's everything I say it is. Make sure you love it before you ever pay a penny. In my room, you get my real-time market updates. You get all of my buy and sell alerts, as well as I answer all of your Elliott Wave questions. But I only trade the SPY and the QQQ, so if you're looking for individual stocks and a very unique trading style from somebody who absolutely crushes the market, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. Okay, also comes with a 7-day free trial, and in his room you get my room, everything that you would get with my plan, as well as PT's unique reduced risk trading style that he uses to absolutely kill the market, as well as trades on individual stocks and the indexes. There's a lot of great things people are saying down here that you can check out. We would love to have you come over and check it out with that 7-day free trial at no risk to you. Come check it out, guys. Let's make some money together. All right, guys. Key takeaways for today. On the S&P 500, we are looking for a little more of a bounce here in B up towards that 43.37 to 43.70 area, then a move down in C into our support zone to complete wave 2. Okay, it can move directly down. We could see a direct move down. I don't think that's going to be the case, but again, I don't get to tell the market what to do. And of course, again, if we break the low side of the support box at 41.72, we would expect to challenge the lows and make a new low on the S&P 500. For the NASDAQ, very similar setup. We have an ABC down. We are looking at the B wave up towards 14.113 to 14.226, and then a C wave down from there into our support box. Again, it can break directly down. I don't like the structure for it, so I don't think that's going to be the case. And also, if they break the bottom of the box at 13.337, then it becomes more likely we challenge the lows and make the final low on the NASDAQ. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.